correct me if I'm wrong. If that, because I do remember seeing it, and I do remember that he is that the one that the confrontation with the cops, that he has a bomb strapped to him that was, I think it was put on him by someone or something like that, and it does end up exploding at the end. I correct me if I'm wrong again, but I think that one, that is the one. Uh, yes, that happened in my hometown. That was across the street at Eaton Park when it happened. Holy shit, crazy. I will definitely. What, you know what I'll do? That'll be the one. I'll write it down right now, and I'll look for the equivalent. I can't promise, because the thing is, because Netflix, they have like that whole copyright thing. It's hard. Like, it's a little harder for me to uh, do like Netflix, but a lot of people do cover the stories like independently on their own. So I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna look for it, because I do remember that one, and that case actually does sound pretty interesting to cover. Here, I'll write it right here. Yeah. Either they have the Netflix one, or they have like the equivalent of like someone explaining it, or going in deep into the uh, whole story of it. But I do remember that one. There's been some very crazy cases, um, and like that person says on TikTok, that we only see the ones that are given to us, but there are so many that are not reported in the media, and they're extremely bad. Hey Tacos, how are you tonight? Hope you're having a great night. We are on video number 2. This is from a channel that's called Minds of the Criminal. For this one, we have a husband that arrived to his house. He was out of town at a funeral. His wife was home. His wife wasn't picking up the phone. When he arrived home, he noticed that the back door had a board taken off, and the glass was broken. So he decided to call the cops. And when they went inside of the house, they found his wife shot 9 times, dead. They interrogated him. They wrote suspect number 1. Apparently, they were having a sort of threesome situation with someone. Her name is Paige. They interrogated suspect number 1, which is the husband. He was kind of a weird interrogation there. Pretty emotionless, but we don't know for sure. Although wink, wink. And now they're interrogating Paige, who just so happens to have had the same exact story that the husband had as well. So that's what we have up until this point. And again, thank you for being here.
And preciseness to each question seemed rehearsed.
I understand that you're a friend of Scott and Desiree.
Yeah. I met Scott in February 2011, and we became friends. I met his wife, Desiree, in May of the same year.
So you were involved in a sexual relationship with Scott, and Desiree knew about it.
I was also sexual with her as well.
When was the last time that you saw Scott?
Saturday. He came, he had a funeral in Tri-Cities.
To be real honest with you, your story seems almost too clean and perhaps coached from Scott, because your stories match too well.
If you know anything regarding this death, and you're trying to make up a story or protect Scott, the truth is going to come out eventually.
When the autopsy report came in, it was determined that Desiree was shot 9 times with a 9mm Glock pistol. Investigators also received a report on the bloody shoe print found at the scene. The shoe size was approximately a size 12 to 14 and a Dr. Scholl's tread. The detectives searched the house for similar shoes belonging to Scott. However, none of the shoes they found matched the description of what they were looking for. Detectives spend the next year chasing down leads. Although there are still strong suspicions swirling around Scott and Paige, there isn't enough evidence to arrest either of them. From then on, the case went cold.
What I want for Christmas is an end to this nightmare.
That was Connie Cass' Christmas wish last year. Her daughter dead, her daughter's murderer nowhere to be found.
15 months after the murder of Desiree Sunford, police get a call from Paige Blades, telling them that the person who shot and killed Desiree was a man named Marty Grismer. This is a name that the detectives have not come across in the entire time they were investigating this case. To gather more information on this new suspect, Paige Blades was then called to the police station for a formal interview. She was also a suspect in this case, as investigators found it suspicious that Paige held onto this information for almost a year and a half.
Did a little research based on the information that you sent us, and found a picture of Marty Grismer. Is that the gentleman that we're talking about?
Marty was my best friend. Marty and I started dating for a little bit until he found out about Scott, and I told him I couldn't see him anymore. He's the one that got me the house. He bought my car outright in cash. He pays my insurance. He's done my grocery shopping. He's taken very well care of me.
Paige tells the detectives that she informed Marty she was pregnant a few weeks before Desiree was murdered. Paige is alluding to the fact that Marty thought Desiree would be a problem to Paige, especially now that she is pregnant, and that this could have been the reason why Marty shot Desiree.
So you told Marty that Scott was the father of the baby?
Oh, Marty knew that Scott and I were together, and Scott was the only one that I was seeing. And he's smart enough to put it together. I told him what was going on. And he asked me if I wanted him to take care of this new woman like he did Des. And I asked him what he was talking about. And apparently he decided that if the baby was Scott's like it was supposed to be, then Desiree would cause issues. Oh my God.
To confirm that Paige's information is credible, detectives ask if Marty shared any details that would match what they found at the crime scene.
Are there any other details that he gave you about the night of, about how he did it, or?
He went in the front door because he knew that that was the closest to the bedroom. The alarm went off when he opened the door. And AITA came out barking. Des came out right behind her, and he shot her. He shot her 3 times. She went down. He shot her some more. He went to the back of the house.
Jeez. It's crazy. Thanks, Nate, for shouting out tacos and mushroom. Yep, he did. Whew. I mean, just leave her. I don't understand. It's just go. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Yeah, just go. Like, you already, I mean, you already treat this, you know, whatever, I don't even know. Because supposedly it's Marty that shot her up until this point. But Marty's the best friend. Because Scott is the husband. So wait, I just fell into that realization. So maybe it's not that. Yeah. Well, wait, yeah, but I think maybe we did get it confused because I think that Marty is, unless I heard wrong, but Marty was the one that went in. Marty's the best friend, but obviously you can tell that she's involved in the whole situation. I just don't understand why would it be, like, why would he do it though? I don't understand. Okay, let's see. Maybe they'll explain it.
And move the board off the window to Scott.
What was your reaction when he started telling you all this?
I was in shock. I just mostly just sat and listened. I asked him if I used to get away with it.
What do you say to that?
So there you go.
I think so, Munin.